Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. In the last episode, we actually, as promised, finished all of our missions for the Fairy Grounds. Although there is one mission we have been locked out of due to the fact that there's literally no piece of heart for kindness available until we actually get into Hamlin. We had to actually skip one mission, but other than that, we finished all of our bounty board missions and every single side quest that is possible at the moment. Other than that, we actually got a whole new familiar due to the fact that Goliath actually metamorphosized in the last one, since I was waiting till he got to level 15 before actually doing it, and he actually got to level 7, which is actually pretty good, so because he's actually higher in defense than he was before now, and he actually has a whole new slot of abilities he can use, which is really good. But other than that, as promised, today's episode 17, is actually going to be our episode where we start progressing with our story again. And with that, we're officially in the land of Autumnium, the land of the Hogs, the land of Hamlin, and also known as my favorite chapter from the entirety of the Ni no Kuni series. So, with that, we're going to be finally progressing in our story and finally, hopefully, meeting the great sage Marcuson. And with that, let's actually progress into Hamlin itself. And with 1, 2, 3 steps, we're officially in the land of Hamlin, the next chapter of the game, the land of industry. I'll be right back. And with that, we're officially in Hamlin, the palace of the Porcelain Prince. And let's do this. Cranky, this place is flipping massive mon. Nito, there are machines everywhere. Careful, Oliver. Your eyes are going to pop out of your head if you're not careful. No they're not. I was just saying. Anyway, never mind the machines. Look over there. Oh, look at that guy. He looks pretty, tough and scary looking, honestly. But, let's do this. Ruddy Nora. What the heck is he wearing? He kinda looks like a pig. Jeepers, oh wait, no, that's Oliver. I actually expected that to be Drippy, actually. Jeepers, take a look around. They're all dressed like pigs. Damn it. Huh? Is it just me, or is Swain behaving a little strangely today? I didn't even press A for that one. That one just went like that. I didn't even get a chance to even react to what Swain said. Wow. That was a weird, little conundrum there. I've never seen that happen for, like, a while. I think that's only happened, like, twice in the game where the, actual message, like, completely skips itself for no reason. And I'm pretty sure that's just because the game specifically made it for that. But that was pretty weird, though, I'm gonna be honest. Do you think so? He might be, I guess. Right. You lot have fun looking around. I'm off. Well, see you later, Swain. Huh? Swain? Wait, Swain! Huh, jeez, what's with him? Yeah, he is acting a little strange, isn't he? But this is where he wanted to be, due to the fact that he hitched a ride with us in the first place to go to Autumnium, and stole our picture of Marcuson, and also tried to steal our letter of passage as well, so he actually wanted to come here. And we're probably gonna find out very soon why. Why'd he just run off like that? I suppose he wants to be alone. Honestly, he just does whatever he pleases. Bah, leave it to him, mun. We'll have more fun without him, this stroppy so-and-so. Swain has left your party. Well, I guess we'll be seeing him very soon then. And look at that. As promised, I did say that Horace would appear in Hamlin in the last episode, and he's sitting right in the middle there. But we'll be doing that when we eventually get to doing all the side quests for Hamlin, which is a while from now, so we don't even need to be thinking about doing any side quests until pretty far from now, honestly. I think we got probably 3 to 4 episodes before we even think about doing side quests, because this chapter is pretty huge as of what I remember. And we got quite a bit we can possibly do in between here and then. So, with that, let's actually start progressing towards the next little area. And I believe there is a cutscene here, so I'll be right back.
Make way for the royal procession! Hurry, clear the way, I say!
Huh? What? Huh? A royal procession? Here? Huh? Whoa! What's happening?
your wishes done, will you?
I heard it's true.
Welcome to Hog Heaven.
And with that, we officially have seen the true nature of Hamlin. Although it seems like they're not the funnest group to be around, you can actually see that they're actually quite lively people. We just don't know why they're wearing the actual pig mask. I'll be honest, they're all humans, and it's actually a whole costume. But I'm not going to get into why they're wearing them, because there's a good reason why, and that's part of the main chapter. But as you can see, everyone's dressed as a pig, and Hamlin is indeed as lively as ever. And also, it also reminds me of something that I thought of in Ni no Kuni 2, because Hamlin doesn't exist in Ni no Kuni 2, and right around the area of where Hamlin would be is Broadleaf Incorporated. And I honestly do wonder, why is Hamlin completely missing? Because it's not that much further from there, because based on how everything transpires, Oliver's still alive, so it makes no sense that it's that far in the future, even though some of the things in the game says that Oliver's quest takes place a long time before the Ni no Kuni 2 storyline for Revenant Kingdom. So, honestly, I am very confused with the storyline, because the Ni no Kuni movie says that Oliver is still alive during Evermore. So, honestly, I have no clue what's going on with all that, because this is where Broadleaf is in Revenant Kingdom, and I'm pretty sure about that due to the placing of the major continent that is there. Because you don't see Hamlin, but Ding Dong Dell is still around and kicking, and that's the only kingdom left around, based on everything that we've seen. But with that, let's actually continue our story with what's actually going on in this game. So, let's see here. Swain, you can be such a pain. Where did you run off to? I had some business to take care of, and a little bird told me something that just might interest you. Huh? You mean? Yep. It's about the great sage you're all so eager to find. Tidy. Well, come on then. Where is he? Don't keep us in suspense, man. Well, that's the thing. He's in the palace. The palace? You see how everyone here is forced to wear a pig mask. Well, they say there's this fellow who goes around without one. Apparently he calls himself the prince's servant. And there's more. They say he's a young chap, with a long hair and fine features. Wait, that sounds like the boy in the picture we got from the Khalifa. Got it at one. Goodness, and there I was thinking you were completely useless. There's harsh. Doesn't mince her words, does she? No, she doesn't, in fact. But how did you find out about this, Swain? Oh, it was just something I overheard, while I was wandering around the black market. The black market? You certainly seem to know your way around the city, Swain. Me? No. Never been here in my whole life. I have a good nose for leads, is all. You just don't get a face like this, unless you've lived a little. Let's just say I know a thing or two about a thing or two. So, he serves the prince, huh? Then he must be real important. That parade was something else. Huh. Now talking about the porky prince fellow. The thing is... Is what, Mr. Drippy? Flipping heck, what is all that racket? I almost jumped out of my fairy suit, man. What's going on? The Ministry of Conduct announces a new emergency decree from the prince. Let it hereby be known that Article 2904, the Constitution forbids passerby from making eye contact. Anyone violating this law will be liable for a fine of 5,000 guilders, or 3 years imprisonment. All hail the prince. Flipping eye contact. What kind of law is that? I've never heard anything like it. And what is going on here? This is insane. How could he? Oi, you want to find the great sage, don't you? Well, hurry up and head to the palace. You're right. Let's go. Yeah, let's definitely go. Swain has rejoined your party. I wonder why he did run off on us, though, because although I do know the actual reasoning, I do for you guys, honestly, I do wonder what he got himself into and why he headed to the black market and why he's being so very suspicious lately. Who knows? Who knows? Well, let's continue.
You lot are travelers, I take it.
That's right, sir. We've come to Hamlin to meet one of the great sages, and we think he's inside the palace.
Is that so? I suppose you'd like me to let you in so you can have a look for him. Am I right? Huh, great sage indeed. Good one, boy.
Huh?
You're obviously not been listening to our emergency decrees. No one's been allowed in anywhere near the palace for ages. These travelers, never seen it to have a clue, do they?
Excuse me. At least we have some manners. I do apologize for my young friends. She was merely unaware of the decree you mentioned, and is regrettably quick to anger. We beg your pardon. Swain, what on earth are you... Shh, I've got an idea. An idea? What kind of idea do you have, Swain?
What is it then? Got a way to get us into the palace, have you?
Yeah, it's very simple. We wear disguises. Disguises?
Keep your voice down, mun.
Have you noticed? The guards' faces can't be seen under the armor they're wearing. What? You're saying we're going to have to wear one of those awful pig suits? But where would we get them, Swain? We're not going to have to steal it, are we?
Pipe down, mun, seriously.
Alright. Everybody just stay calm. I told you about the black market. They have here in Hamlin, right? Well, they'll definitely have some pig armor for us to use there. We just have to go and get it.
Right, really, crikey. Look who's got all the answers,
I don't see why you couldn't always be the Ceaseful. Wow, rude. Esther really doesn't mince her words, does she? Sometimes she does, but sometimes she's very harsh on what she says. So, with that, we actually have to go and find the black market now, and I'll go show you where on the map we're actually heading. We actually have to head all the way back round. I might do a cut here, just so I can grab all the pieces of heart that are on the map real quick, and maybe even take a look at the shopkeepers, just so we have everything prepared. Because for all that stuff, I like to do that off camera, because all that stuff is kind of just... It's going to take a couple seconds to kind of look at my party, see what we need, kind of see what we want to grab, and also the pieces of heart stuff, honestly, isn't worth putting in the episode, because it's just out there, because some of the stuff is... Some of it's a little weird, but honestly, you don't get any rewards for doing the piece of heart, like, conversation, so honestly, just skipping over that out of episode is honestly better. So I'll be right back. We'll be at right next to the black market, and I'll see you guys very soon. Okay, now that I've kind of had a look at all the shops, all the items, and everything that we could do at the moment, just because I wanted to kind of see everything, but I actually found some pretty good items inside some of the shops. This one in particular isn't an item you can get from the shop. This is actually something you can find in one of the green chests of this location. I'll actually show you where it is for those who are following along, but it's actually pretty cool. It's a really good weapon increase, because I went from the Sacred Dagger from a plus 14 to literally a plus 33 in like literally a second. That is not bad. And I also was able to get me some new shields and some new cloaks for some of our party as well, these Kangools, which are pretty good. I also increased from an Iron Axe to the Tower Toppler here, which is actually really good, as you can see, because it's 26 to a 33, but also gets rid of our minus accuracy, which is really good. And then we also, I don't think we got anything else, I could be wrong. Yeah, nothing really much other than the piercing fangs here for the plus 5 attack for our Bone Ranger here, Valbar. So honestly, some pretty good things. Not really bad at all. So honestly, I'm liking all the new stuff we got. Not much we could buy. We bought like 6 things, but that's about it. We weren't able to buy much after that. So other than that, let's actually start progressing towards the black market again. And just like so, we're at the black market. So, let's see what's going on in here. Can we actually read this now? No, you can't. I was hoping that they would let you read some of the stuff on the side of some of the buildings in the game. Because some of the stuff you weren't able to read before, so I was kind of hoping, ooh, Hey, Purple Jest. I can't open you yet, so I would like to open that very soon, though. But let's see here.
Powdered oat corn, fresh black truffles. There's nothing old Abel ain't able to get. What'll it be today?
Have you seen Kane, buddy? You haven't changed a bit, have you?
Have I met you somewhere before?
No, now then, let's get down to business. I need some grunt armor. Full suits. Can you help us out?
Blimey, grunt armor. I don't handle gear like that, sir. But if I did, what would you need it for?
You don't need to worry about that. Let's just say that the place, we need to get to has what you might call a strict dress code.
Is that a fact? Well, even if I was in the armor business, gear like that ain't easy to get a hold of. You'll just have to look elsewhere, sir.
I see. Well, I had hoped that I wouldn't have to mention this. But I know about Grace. I know you love her, and that you tried to hide her.
Don't say another word. Where did you hear that name?
You know how it goes. Spend long enough in the gutter, and you're bound to pick up some dirt.
Alright. I'll get you your armor. I'll get it for you right away. Just wait a moment.
Huh? Did you? Was that a threat?
Maybe. But the end justifies the means, right? We need that armor.
That's terrible. This isn't right. We can't take advantage of people like this.
Yeah, alright. Did a terrible thing. You're right, I'm sorry. There, I apologized. Stop looking at me like that. It won't happen again, alright?
Do you promise?
Well, I promise I'll try my best.
You can't even make a simple promise. What kind of man are you?
Here's your armor. Sorry to keep you waiting. Are you gonna put it on straight away?
Yeah, if you don't mind, thanks. Thank you, Mr. Abel.
Now look, I don't know what you're up to, but be careful, alright? Oh, and nice one, by the way.
What?
Your friend, I take my hat off to him. Only a real pro could have worked out my little secret. Funny, really. Before he mentioned it, I had him down as a right joker. But he honestly knows what he's doing, eh?
So it wasn't a threat. Swain, look.
I wonder what that means then. Come on, let's get changed. Actually, I do wonder what that is, because I honestly don't even know what that means. Well, there we go. I know this is a small cutscene, so there's no point in actually getting rid of the camera for that one, but I will need to do that. I need to go back in and make sure to come back here for a thumbnail if I want to make that thumbnail or not, just to be completely honest.
Look, Swain, I'm sorry about what I said before.
It's fine. Now, how does your armor feel? I guess mine's a little big.
Mine too. I bet I look huge.
No. You look just like you usually do.
What is that supposed to mean?
Come on, guys. Let's stop fighting and head for the palace.
You're right. Oliver, let's go find the Great Sage.
Blimey, Ethel and Swain have to got a right old rapport. With the right material, they'd go far on the stand-up circuit.
Yeah, definitely so. You have obtained a suit of Hamlin armor. Ooh, I like me some new gear, definitely. So, since I did cut the actual walking over here, I'm actually going to keep the actual walk back, since now we actually have everything we need. So, this place is actually pretty cool. I actually really like the aesthetic. That's actually one of the reasons why this actually is one of my favorite chapters. Or actually is my favorite chapter, because it honestly is my favorite chapter out of the entire series. And it's honestly, as you can see, the steampunk attire, the whole hog suits, the Bushido-like armor, or samurai-like armor. I think it's Bushido, honestly. But it's honestly one of the coolest aesthetics in the series, by far. And I honestly hope once Crossworlds releases, I don't know if it's going to be like kind of like Genshin Impact, where it's a PC and mobile release, with the PC being like fully optimized and looking the best it possibly can, kind of like every other game, like Breath of the Wild and stuff like that. I really hope it is, because I really have high hopes for Crossworlds, and I really hope they actually stick with the aesthetic of Ni no Kuni always has. It always had a cool like aesthetic, and it always has some really cool stories. So when Crossworlds eventually does release, I think that I've heard something about a global release. I don't know if it's 100% true, but I do know it's releasing. It's going to be a Japanese release first, and then it's going to have a global release based on what I've heard. I don't know if it's 100% accurate, so don't take my word on that, so just in case. But the, as I was saying, the actual item that I got for the green chest is up here, and I believe that this standing location is right around here. And it's actually, as you saw, it's a plus 33 weapon for a sword. That is not bad. Although I did lose the magical attack that I gained, I actually gained a straight up upgrade when it comes to strength. And that's what my Phoenix is known for, is for its strength and speed of attacking. So honestly, it's better than the magical attack that I lost from the Sacred Dagger. So I'll definitely take that nonetheless. But let's see if these guys will let us in now.
Hey, what are you lot doing out here?
Sir, we was sent out to fetch something, sir.
Did we send someone out?
Oh, darn it, he's made a potch out of it already.
Oh, you went to pick up the prince's weekly supply. Did you, he never gets tired of those things. Alright for some, you ever tried one?
Oh my goodness, just say no, Swain.
Yes, sir. You just the one, sir. Black truffles are a bit on the expensive side, sir.
You're not wrong there. You need to be a prince to afford that habit. Well then, you'd better hurry and deliver them. In you go.
Wow, Swain did get a lot of information. You know, we're in. So that's why he ran off, to get some information on the prince here. That's pretty good. Good on you, buddy. Thanks for all the help you've done so far. You're definitely making your mark in this chapter.
You really know your stuff, Swain? Did you used to work here or something?
No, nothing like that. Why are you so insistent in my past anyways?
I'm not in the least bit interested in your past. I'm just making conversation.
Crikey, that told him.
Now, listen, we've done well to get this far, but if the gods were to find us now, we'll be in big trouble.
Don't do yourself down, Mun. From what I've just seen, you can sweet-talk us past anyone.
I don't think my silver tongue is going to get us any further from here on in. They'll attack us first, and then ask questions later.
What? So we just give up, do we?
No, we can't give up. We've just made it this far. We have to keep going. Let's just make sure we don't get caught. Alright, Oliver. But listen, if a guard spots you, just start running as fast as you can.
It ain't much of a plan, but it'll do for me.
Yeah, definitely. So this is actually a pretty tough puzzle if you don't know what you're doing. So thankfully we do have Drippy here, because Drippy is going to give us kind of an answer to what we need to do here, but not the exact answer. So I'll explain it once we actually start doing this.
Hang about, Ollie boy. We need to use our heads and think about before we move. Otherwise these porkers would sniff us out in no time flat. First thing to do is press RB and get out the old map. Looking at that will help you work out where the gods are going, ain't it? This place is crawling with the blighters, so you'll need to use the Optic to check if the coast is clear before strolling around any corners. Oh, and if you, take a proper close look at your map of yours, I'll bet you can spot some handy nooks and dotted around the place. If we hide in them, the gods will never spot us. The thing is about these pig helmets they wear is that they can only see what's right in front of their snots. So if we, don't get carried away and stay too close to them, I reckon we'll be alright. Got all that, have you? Tidy, let's do this, shall we?
Yeah, let's definitely do this. So there's a specific way you want to do this. And if you actually pay attention to what you're doing, you can actually easily get around these people. So you need to use these little corners here, as you can see. This little nook and cranny right here is actually all you need to do. So as long as you're paying attention to where you're going, you can actually be very safe in most of these locations. Okay, wait for him to go on by. Now we can go on through. Okay, perfect. Let's watch our thing, see what's going on here. It looks like we have a door here, but we actually can't go through this one, I believe. So let's make sure the gates are firmly shut. Okay, yeah, we're completely locked out of certain areas. Okay, let's see here. We need to make sure where we're going. I think we can go this way, I think. Let's see here. So far, so good. I believe we can go inside this cranny right here, just in case. Actually, I don't even think we need to really worry here. I think we can actually just walk right where we need to go. Let's see here. I think we can actually go straight to the location. As long as he doesn't turn back around. Nope, he turns back around. Okay, so we do need to go here. Okay, so let's be careful. Where did you come from? I did not even see you come this way.
Who in blazes are you? Over here where I can see you. State your name and rank and purpose.
Jeepers, I think we might be in trouble.
Don't panic, Ollie boy. In situations like this, I found the best thing to do is keep your cool and look them straight in the eye. And then flipping leg it.
Flipping legged indeed. Okay, so I messed up once. I didn't even see that guy chasing me. I could have sworn I was looking around the corner, but apparently I messed up there. Okay, so there are specific ways you do this, so I will wait for this guy to actually move back. I wanted to show you exactly how you do this without doing a cut here, because this is specific, and it's actually very important, because if you don't know the actual way to do this, you can mess this up a couple times. So thankfully, we do have Drippy, and he can pretend to be a helmet, so we don't actually have to worry too bad here. Okay, so let's just wait here, wait for this guy to walk on by. So if I remembered that that guy walked back, we didn't even have to do... Wow! Okay, so now that we're actually back to this spot, I just did a small cut there because of the fact that I ended up getting caught again, and I don't know how, because he saw me from literally behind his head. Oh shoot, we're actually kind of trapped in here, aren't we? Okay, I need to walk over to the middle here, just in case if this guy turns his corner. Okay. Oh, so that's why that guy saw me. I didn't even notice that he actually looks behind him. Oh, that's clever, actually. Okay, so due to the fact that that just happened, we need to be careful here, and we need to make... Actually, that's a horrible place to hide, actually. Actually, I do not like this place. Okay, we're gonna run this way instead. Just run around him and then come back around, because that's actually not a good place to hide. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so what we need to do here is we need to actually make our way into that little corner over there, and I think that guy is actually coming back round, I think. Let me make sure. Is he standing still, or is he coming this way? I can't really tell. Looks like he's coming back this way. Okay, so we'll stand over here then, just because we need to actually make sure that we don't get seen here, because they will run us down if we're not careful. So we want to make sure that we're moving in a good manner and making sure that we're sticking out far away from their movement patterns, because their movements are pretty aggressive if you're not paying attention. Okay, so far so good. I don't know if this guy stands in the middle or not. I hope he doesn't, because if he does, that's actually bad. Okay, perfect. Whew, okay, so far so good. We just got one more person to walk through, other than the guy that's on the left side there, but as long as we stay here and just wait for the other guy to move away from the door, we're perfectly fine. So we just gotta wait for this guy to actually move a little bit further, because for some reason, the last time I ran past one of those guys, when they had their back towards me, they actually turned back around immediately and scared the living daylights out of me, and that was the reason why I did a cut. But let's go inside this door, and we're finally done with our little little sneak around solid snake mission that we just did.
Oh darn, it's a dead end.
Hey, look!
Flipping heck, man, stop shouting.
Flipping heck indeed. But look, it's a manhole.
What do you mean it's a manhole? A hole in the floor is about as much as used to us as a blinking.
Wait. If we go through here, I think we'll come out somewhere around there. Well, it's worth a try, isn't it? It certainly is. Yeah, let's definitely try it out. Okay, so I'm gonna say this right here. Make sure you save here. I'm just gonna mention that now before we jump down here, because this is a boss section. And as soon as we jump down here, we're gonna be going straight into a boss fight. So, with that, I'll be right back, because we got ourselves a cutscene here, if I remember this correctly. So, oh wait, actually we got one small dialogue first.
Hang about, are you telling me we really have to go down there?
And yes, indeed. So, with that, I'll be right back, and let's climb down the manhole indeed. So, BRB. Oh no, actually, we got another part. Alright, in we go.
This armor is too big to fit inside. Well then, let's take it off.
Take it off. You don't take off your disguise at a time like this one. I'm keeping mine on. Size ain't a problem for me.
Disguise, Drippy. You're just wearing a helmet.
Too right I am, and I'm the only one on Earth that's got a half a chance of not getting caught. I'll tell you why, shall I?
Don't tell me. You've learned to do a Hamlin accent.
No, you starky so-and-so. It's because this helmet by here is the best disguise of all. Every time I hear a guard coming, I just tuck in my arms and my legs, ain't it? The guards just see a helmet lying on the ground and continue on their merry way, blending in with the environment, ain't it? Tidy.
Blending in? Like Oak, they blend into their environment too.
Nah, man, that's completely different.
Sure. So anyway, it looks like this manhole is our only option, huh? Unless Drippy can find us some giant helmets to wear, yes. Let's get down there, shall we? Yeah, let's definitely head down there, and I'll be right back.
Look at this place. It's amazing.
Yeah, it sure is something.
So, this is how the other half live, is it? Proper swanky, this is. Oi, it's this way. Come on, get a move on!
Okay, are you sure about this?
Ah! What now? Run! Run, I tell
Wayne!
you! Never a minute's rest with you lot, is there?
And there we go, Porco Grosso, also known as one of the tougher bosses in the game. You do need to be very careful about this thing. Although he's easy to maneuver, as long as you're paying attention to what you're doing, you can actually easily fight this guy, but you do need to be careful. Oh, I think I canceled his attack, thankfully. Whew, that was actually a good one to block out, I think, actually. Okay, so we just need to make sure we're doing as much damage as we possibly can to him, and make sure we get rid of him as quick as possible. Due to the fact that he blocks most of our stuff... Ooh, I actually canceled his attack twice. Not bad. Wow, honestly, I don't know if that's just luck or me canceling it because I'm pressing A constantly. And honestly, I think it's something to do with me pressing A because of when it told me about parrying, which I didn't even know was a feature for like the longest time, so honestly, I'll take it. The only reason why I spam A is so I can spam the attack button as fast as possible so I can get the most out of my stamina usage as possible, but I feel like I'm somehow parrying with that, but I don't know, honestly. But let's continue.
Take it from me, man. You'll never put a dent in it, in the mechanical monstrosity unless you use magic or one of your familiar tricks. A spot of a storm magic should do nicely. These mechanical types ain't exactly fond of lightning, see.
Okay, we can definitely remember that. So if I still had my my rock feathers, I believe those are wind-based. Okay, we need to evade that. Woo-hoo-hoo. Perfect timing on that. I'll take that, honestly. Okay, as much hits as we possibly can. I need to actually send back, so let's see here. I need to use a healing touch on myself real quick, just so I can do as much as we can here. And then we're actually going to go into Hollow, because Hollow is actually a wind-based familiar. So, honestly, let's get ready to do this. Okay, get ready to evade. Ooh, okay. Always want to block that as much as possible. Roadhog is actually something you don't want to get hit by. And thankfully we do have the wind-based familiar, though, because this is actually really good. Uh-oh. Dodge that, just in case. Okay, it wasn't going for us, but that could have been very dangerous. Okay, let them to start attacking again, and do as many attacks as we possibly can, since this is the only time we really get to use our little buddy here. So honestly, it's just nice to be able to use them. Ooh, nice try there. I know how to dodge you, and I know what's dangerous and what's not. So now we just need to watch out for his big attack. And other than that, we're pretty much fine here. Okay, I'm going to send back, and then I'm also going to healing touch Esther, just to make sure she's full healed, just in case, might as well. Okay, Hog Roast, I believe that is something you should defend against. Okay, just in case. Okay, I don't need to defend, but they did. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's go back into feelings now. Ow, 30 damage out of nowhere. Send them back in. Get ready to use a Ray of Light, see if we can get some good damage in here. 28's 28, I guess. Let's see if we can maybe cancel them out a little bit. Thank you for the free cancel. I love using you sometimes. Whew, that was a perfect dodge. I love the fact that you can just completely dodge things if you're smart about it. Okay, evade most of that. Perfect. Okay, let's healing tier once, because that'll give us a full heal. Okay, we might need to heal Esther as well, just in case. Just cause, never know. Okay, perfect. Ooh, how did you miss me? That was my evasion right there, I'm pretty sure. Okay, Porco Salvo, he's getting ready to attack me, so let's evade pretty much entirely all of that. He did hit us a little bit. I'm gonna see if we can maybe... Actually, is it good to use? No, I don't think she's good for that. Okay, let's not use her, but let's go for a... Okay, they're going for a healing touch. They need to defend, like, now. I don't mind about myself, but Gammon Cannon... Thankfully, we're actually evading. Thank you. Okay, that was perfect timing. Although I missed out on the big attack that we possibly could have done there, honestly, that was not the worst possible thing. Okay, let them start attacking again. Go for a Guster Bluster. Go for a Whirligig. As much damage as we possibly can do at this moment. He's going for an attack there, so let's have them defend just in case. Ooh, Esther got hit hard there, didn't she? Okay, but she's perfectly fine. She has some mana left, so she can heal herself if she's getting too close to death. I'm gonna healing touch her just in case, so she gets a full heal from herself and me. Okay, perfect. Go back into our buddy Hollow here. Get ready for an attack. Let's see here. I don't know if he's going for me. I think he's going for, yep, Esther. That is another dodge, since she wasn't evading. Why'd that look like an evade? Okay, I guess Esther is down then. Okay, we'll be fine. We don't need to revive her. We're perfectly fine here now. Because Swain's perfectly healed. He has a healing familiar as well, so we don't need to worry too much here. Get ready for that. Thank you for knowing the timing on that myself. Okay, just keep smacking him. Do as much damage as we possibly can do here. Force Swain to pull out his actual familiar that does damage. And try not to get knocked out here, because we're really close to beating him. And as long as we're careful here, we can do pretty much everything we need to do. Okay, send back Swain out. Do a little bit more attacks, and GG. Down goes Roadhog, or Porco Grosso. Honestly, I wanted to say something about Roadhog eventually, but I guess today's the day. I didn't even mean to call him Roadhog, it just came up in my head. And there we go, perfect. Hogs Cog, and a bunch of levels. Sadly, Esther was 1 experience, or probably like 2 experience off of leveling there. That would have been a full heal for her as well. Well, honestly, we got some pretty good stuff there. Getting closer and closer to maybe getting another metamorphosized familiar soon. It looks like it's going to be Spook or Go-Go, based on what I can tell. And Zip V is able to metamorphosis now, so that's definitely good. I'll definitely take that. Got a new art for Swain, which is Slug Shot. I believe that's a slowing shots. And Valbar got a level, not bad. Ivern as well. Goliath as well, not bad. Some really good stuff. 12 defense for Goliath. That's really good. What is he, like 200 defense now? Jeez.
Flipping Eggman, I can't take much more of this.
I don't think we have much choice, listen.
Damn it. The gods must have heard us fighting. They'll be here any minute.
You're right. I can hear voices. Come on, we have to run.
Don't worry about me, Ollie boy. First sign of trouble and I'll turn into a carelessly mislaid helmet, ain't it?
Definitely so. Okay, so the thing we should probably do now, due to the fact that he's able to metamorphosis now, let's actually level up Zippy. So let's see here, Zip Vector, let's give you a Star Drop, and that'll turn you into your next form, Waddy. Let's see here, anything drop dramatically? Oof. It does drop dramatically, but we do get more things to use, so honestly, it's probably for the best. So let's send him into a Waddy, and he actually looks pretty cool as that form, so let's see what it looks like, because it looks like it's gonna look pretty... It's gonna look better than this form, let's be honest. Ooh, he's got a little stopwatch now, or... What is that, a electricity gauge? For like a house or something? That's what it looks like, but I'm honestly not sure. But Zipvi has now gained the ability to increase his attacks by 1, which is always good. So since he did do that, let's actually throw a new spell on him. We already have someone using Sabotage, so let's just throw Plasma Ball and Thunder Spark on him. I think that'll be decent, I think. Okay, perfect. I don't think we need to heal Esther. I don't think we're about to get into another fight, so I think we should be fine. But we probably should save just in case. Okay, exiting the Porcelain Palace. Wait, really? Is that really... Why would we be exiting? Okay, well, we still need to find the Sage, so hopefully we'll find him sometime soon. And let's leave this area. Oh, we got a cutscene. I'll be right back.
Wait for me! Oh, so hideous. Why am I so ugly? Someone's coming. Must hurry. Who are you?
But you must be... You're the prince.
Correct. I am Prince Markasan, ruler of Hamlin. And who might you be?
Oh, you see,
What do you think you're doing here? Huh? Oh, no! God! You mustn't! God! No! Oh! Get away! Do not look at me! Get out of here, I say! You mustn't look at me! Go! Be gone!
Wow.
So the prince is the great sage.
got it in one.
Just who in the world are you?
Your Highness.
You have nothing to fear. There's something we'd like to ask you.
Something to ask me? Ah, I see. Now you know my secret. You mean to blackmail me?
That's not it. We came to... We need the great sage's help.
Huh? Great sage? You mean me?
Yes, of course we do. You were one of the great sages who protected this world, weren't you?
I am sorry to disappoint you. It was my father who was the great sage. He passed away 15 years ago.
But you inherited his powers, didn't you?
The great sage's powers? You should not believe everything you hear. I was never good enough. How could I be a great sage? Me, of all people. I have no gift for magic.
Huh?
But you...
I think you've been here long enough. No one asked you to come. Now leave me alone. Go!
There's something iffy about that lad, I reckon.
Do you think...
No doubt, he's broken-hearted.
But which piece of his heart is missing?
What that boy's lost is his belief, like. Sure as eggs is eggs.
His belief?
That's right. Folks can tell him how blinking handsome he is till they're blue in the face, but will he believe him? Not a bit of it. Lost his belief he has, in himself and everyone else.
And he calls himself a prince? That's a laugh. He's just a snivelling little wimp.
Come on. Let's go find that piece of heart.
Right.
Ugh. He's more trouble than he's worth.
I guess we'll be going then, Your Highness.
I know that man. But from where?
And with that, we officially met Markasan, which will eventually be our final playable character of the game. But, as you can see, he's very far from being a playable character at the moment. As you can see, he's brokenhearted to literally shattered, basically, in my opinion. And there's only one way to help him. Hopefully figuring out how to help him with his belief, and hopefully find somebody that can eventually help him. But let's continue.
So the great sage is the prince himself, is it?
And he's brokenhearted. We have to do something and fast. We need to find him some belief.
Is it just me, or is it getting misty in here?
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Wonder why, though. Whoa, this is really something.
What's going on now? All of a sudden.
I can't see a thing. Huh? Wait a second. There's someone there. Who? I can't see anything. Yeah, I wonder who you could see. And it's a cutscene, so I'll be right back.
Where'd they come from?
They're still after us.
To our right. Look.
There's more behind us!
Damn it! We're surrounded.
Huh?
Just who in blazes do you think you are? And where in the world did you spring from? I will have answers.
Huh? We could ask you the same thing.
Mind your tongue, girl. You stand before an emperor. We'll take care of them, your majesty.
Emperor?
Stand down! I must discover how they came to appear here. And I shall not rest until I have done so. It is my sworn duty to know all that goes on in my domain. Come! Bring them to my chamber. We have much to discuss.
Sir!
Huh?
And with that, we almost got sticked into a nice bunch of spears. That could have been really bad. Thankfully, they didn't, execute us right there and then. Because that easily could have happened, honestly, if things were in a much different state. Thankfully, the Emperor didn't want to do that to us.
The more I listen to your lies, the more laughable they become. Are you truly trying to suggest that you are from the future?
Is it really true, Swain? I'm not sure I believe it myself.
Hmm.
Oh wait, I thought that was the Emperor. There's no doubt about it. You've seen the sorry state of the prince with your own eyes. The man you see before you now, on the other hand, he is the former Emperor of Hamlin.
You shall tell me more of this. Now speak. What becomes of Hamlin in the future? And who is this prince that you encountered?
He had long black hair and blue eyes.
If you must tell lies, you might be at least make them credible, boy.
Huh? We're not lying,
Do you mean to tell me that my younger son will one day become emperor?
Younger?
So the Mahdi prince has got a older brother, has he?
Look at this. This is your darling son, Moccasin, all grown up. This is the future emperor of Hamlin.
It does indeed look somewhat similar to my son.
Should we really be showing him that, Swain? I had to do something. He never would have believed in us otherwise.
Moccasin becomes emperor. But what of Gascon? What will become of him?
Well, you never really liked him much anyway, did you? He wasn't really emperor material.
Are you claiming that I did not care for my own son? I had men in prison for less.
Are you denying it? Surely not. Moccasin was the only son you ever wanted.
How dare you? How dare you make such a claim?
Your Majesty, something terrible has occurred. It's Prince Gascon and Prince Moccasin. They went out to the practice of magic, but they ventured beyond the city walls.
Leave them be. They shall fend for themselves.
But, Your Majesty, think of the danger. The Prince Moccasin is so young. You're not going to help them, Your Majesty?
Certainly not. They must learn to resolve problems that they are of their own making. That is the Hamlin way.
You're really just going to abandon your own children?
Silence.
But they're in danger, Your Majesty. If you won't help them, we will. Look, we don't have time for a staring contest. I say we leave this old fool to stew and find those kids.
What did you say?
We'll continue this later, shall we? Okay. And I'm gonna actually leave you all off on this. Although, honestly, we should probably leave the castle first, just to make sure there's no cutscenes in between or any other, messages or anything, just to make sure. So, let's actually make our way out of, the Hamlin Castle or the Porcelain Palace real quick. Due to the fact that there's always the possibility that there might be some kind of dialogue in between here and there, because I would like to start outside of the outside of the actual area for Hamlin for to start off with, honestly. So, actually, will they take us? No, they won't. Okay, well, see you later, Mr. Guard. They're just gonna let us walk right past them now, which is pretty cool. Thankfully, the guards nowadays are much nicer than the guards in the future. The ones that Marguson has definitely taught with a iron fist, let's be honest, at this point. Although the guards are pretty aggressive, the citizens of Hamlin are actually pretty nice. And that's the reason why I said that they're actually full of energy and full of life. But let's just make sure. I want to make sure we can actually leave Hamlin first before we do anything else with this episode. But as we saw, we're actually back in time. And we don't know how. All we know is some mist did it, maybe. But other than that, how did we get here? And why are we here? Why are we back so long before when the Emperor was still alive? Because that's how an emperor how an emperor transfers their rule is when they die, their heir becomes the emperor instead. So that guy's dead in the future. And why or when? Why would we have to come back here when the old emperor was still alive and Marguson was just a young boy? Who knows? And who honestly would be able to tell? Unless you progress through the story, of course. So, with that, it looks like we are free. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure if we were able to freely move around and everything. So, with that, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. In the next episode, we're going to be progressing in the past of Hamlin / Antumnia / the entirety of the world that we are now in, because we're only able to visit this area only once, and I believe we can't actually leave. Yeah, we can't leave, so we're actually stuck in Hamlin. But honestly, this is actually a pretty cool place. The Pig Iron Plains is honestly one of the coolest areas in the game, and honestly the most fun to traverse because it's got one of the funnest dungeons as well when it comes to aesthetic as well, which is really cool. So, in the next episode, I believe we're going to be more than likely getting into the Tombstone Trail, which is the next dungeon of the game, meeting Marguson and the older brother. I'm not going to say their name yet since we haven't heard it yet, and we're probably going to be maybe figuring out why we're back in the past. But with that, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.